All right, let's take you through our top story here on India and Indian football. Lakhs that India paid for a ticket to watch Lionel Messi. Crores in sponsorship that came in, private money literally was poured into that event in multiple cities. Government facilitation, government also backed and supported this event. For 3 days, India showed the country that it was so ready to spend on a football name like Lionel Messi, so generously, just to see Lionel Messi up close, not even a game. Well, the GOAT tour sold out completely. Stadiums were fully packed. The appetite for football in India is undeniable. So, the big question comes down to then what happens to Indian football? If we're so willing to go and watch, get a glimpse of Lionel Messi just standing in the stadium, why aren't we willing to invest in Indian football? When Indians are willing to pay this much, why is Indian football struggling to barely survive? And that's exactly the question that's come from within the football fraternity itself in India. India defender Sandesh Jingan, in a blunt Instagram post, has called out the priorities of Indian football stakeholders. He's written that the Messi tour proves that we love the sport, but perhaps not enough to support our own players. He says it so clearly. He's one amongst them. And he says with a lot of emotion that there is no attention to Indian football. Why? Despite us having the appetite. The country loves football, but there's no investment in the game. His warning was stark. Indian football, he says, is close to having no active domestic season at all. Clubs are shutting down. Players are unsure of contracts. There is, in his own words, no willingness to invest. The numbers back his anxiety as well. India's men's team is now ranked at 133. Imagine, that's the ranking, 133 in the world, the lowest in 9 years that Indian football has been. And while private money flows easily for global icons like Messi, domestic football is running on fumes. The All India Football Federation received 30 crores from the government in 2022-23. That has dropped now to 14 crores. This year, it's just 8.78 crores. So from 30 crores to 14 crores to now 8 crores. That's all Indian football has got. Khelo India has 1,000 crores outlay, but indirect benefits don't keep leagues alive or players paid. Now, what Indian football needs isn't spectacle anymore. It needs basics, stable leagues, youth systems, coaches, medical support, a reliable calendar. These investments aren't glamorous, of course. They don't trend on Instagram, but without this kind of investment and commitment, no amount of star power will fix the crisis. Lionel Messi can come and go. People might celebrate global footballers as much as they want to, but Indian football will see a slow death if there is no commitment towards the Indian football team. India already has a blueprint. Cricket showed how structure builds success. Fans are here, money is here. What's really missing is commitment to Indian football itself. We have joining us Dr. Shaji Prabhakaran, Executive Committee Member, Asian Football Confederation and South Asian Football Federation. We also have Jaydeep Basu, Senior Sports Journalist. Thanks both of you for joining us. Dr. Shaji, tell us a little more on Indian football and its slow death. I might be sounding harsh, but that's the fact. What's happening? Why do we see the stark contrast? People dying and rushing, paying crores in sponsorship, and people willing to pay lakhs in tickets to watch Lionel Messi. He's not even playing a game, just to watch him. But when it comes to Indian football, there's zero investment commitment. Why?
I think we should not blame anyone for this situation. For market is not investing into Indian football. It's people are investing in the brand. That is what we have to understand. We should not think that people are not interested in investing in football. But the challenge is that we are not able to put the right structure for the brands to come in, and for them it is about getting the right value out of investment. And the moment we will be able to provide that value to the brands, it will come, because as you said, there is everything there in India. The money is there, the brands are there, there's a lot of interest, and the Messi's got India too has demonstrated there's money for football. But then what it requires is the right kind of structure and where there is value proposition from that engagement that comes out. Until that comes, we will be discussing, why people are not putting money. It is not about emotion. It is not about passion, the investment, right? It is about business. And if there is a business opportunity, there is a strong case.
Why is there no business? Why, in your view, is there no? Why aren't they seeing business opportunities? We've seen how investment into cricket has brought them returns, and football is a game that you have takers through the length and breadth of the country. It's just that. Imagine if Indian football team rose up the ranks. Imagine the kind of business that they would get. But for the Indian football team to get there, you need a little investment in their infrastructure, right?
No, absolutely. See, you are right. When we talk about cricket, there is huge investment. There is, we know what has IPL has done. How it has changed the landscape of global cricket in terms of what IPL has done. Football definitely has the potential, no doubt. Yeah, but then as you understand, people understand who are in the business of football in India, they are losing money, big money. If you ask all the clubs, are they recovering? No, absolutely not. In last 15 years, more than 6,000 crores have been pumped into Indian football. And the return has not been that something which, they all are struggling. And that is where, that's a harsh reality. And we have to do a lot. We have to strengthen our foundation. We have to do the right thing. And definitely money will come and people love the game. That has we have seen last 1 week, people love this game. What we need is the right combination and the right structure, and we will get there. And what Sandesh Jindal is saying is absolutely not wrong. Yeah, he as a player right now, all the players doesn't know, where their next dollar will come because there is no league right now. Maybe in few weeks time, in few days time, will be solution, and maybe that would set foundation for future. But then we all have to discuss constructively what we all can do, come together. A teamwork is required.
No, but where is football really struggling? We hear that FIFA was not even willing to negotiate with India. Indian football has been, in doldrums for a few years now because of not having the right infrastructure. The FIFA body has also flagged this off multiple times, and then the Indian Football Committee itself had so many fights within its organization in terms of elections and whatnot. Oh my God, it was so ugly that FIFA said, fix your damn committee and your association, only then will we allow you to play the game. What an embarrassment, right? So those kind of things. Internally itself, there's so much conflict. Nobody's willing to actually invest in the game itself. Everyone wants to be on top of, they want to hold a powerful chair within the committee, but not work for the upliftment of the game. That's what we've seen extensively. So FIFA itself embarrassing Indian football multiple occasions. Jaideep Basu, would you want to elaborate on that? The infighting within the football associations has left us globally embarrassed. And today we rank 133rd.
Yeah, first of all, let me tell you, India is not ranked 133rd. India is ranked 142, even worse than what you are saying at the moment. It is one of the, as you said, it is one of the lowest ranking ever in the last maybe, ever since I think 2015, in the last 10 years. That is true. And I don't think it will be right to say that FIFA has warned India or globally shamed India on what has gone. It's not exactly that, but Indian football has shamed itself so much in the last 2 years. So I don't think I see that any prospect of people coming up and spending money on Indian football. See, what Sandesh has said is absolutely right. This money could have been spent on football. Actually, this money could have been spent on so many other good things, maybe spent on say charitable hospital, on education, on feeding undernourished children, which is in thousands in India,
No,
if not in
let's
lakhs.
keep all of
It
that
could have been,
secondary. Entertainment is entertainment. We won't mix that with charity.
okay,
Let's keep that separate.
but
Yeah, but when there
I
is so much appetite to watch a Messi come down, he's not even playing a game. You're just seeing him make that one kick. And hobnob with actors and politicians and take selfies with him. People are willing to pay 9 lakhs. We hear just for a selfie with Messi, people were willing to pay up to 9 lakhs. And they showed up, paid that money, got a selfie with Messi.
Tell me one thing. Do you really feel that those who came to pay money for Messi and were dishing out rather indecent amount to have a glimpse of Messi are basically football fans, or they are Messi fans? Had it been for had Messi been playing tennis or any other sport and then risen to this level, because he's a larger than life figure. He's one of world's greatest sportsmen. It doesn't matter which game he played. So I'm not again saying that Indians are not interested in football. They are interested in football. And when Sandesh is talking about spending money, about getting that money for football, for Indian football, you have to also understand the thing that sponsorship, there are two kinds of sponsorship. One is a visible sponsorship and one is a silent sponsorship. Silent sponsors, they don't wait for the return, they just pay the money for the development of the game. And visible sponsors always want something in return, which is very right. There is nothing wrong in it. But the number of visible sponsors is always much higher than the invisible sponsors or the silent sponsors. So to earn some sponsorship, to earn that money to coming to you, you have to do something. We are talking about cricket, that cricket is huge sponsor, but cricket had no money before 1983. When Kapil Dev and his boys, there are 14 great boys of the team, they won the World Cup for India. Then only people started spending money on cricket. Cricket started getting money. Before that, they had no money. Even after the 83 World Cup, when India won, the BCCI had to struggle to organize a felicitation program. They have to ask Lata Mangeshkar to hold a night so that money can be distributed among the cricketers who won the World Cup. So at the moment, Indian football is at such low. The All India Football Federation is in such shambles, and the national team is playing so badly. If you lose to Bangladesh, if you lose to Singapore, you want people to come and spend money of you? No. The sponsorship will only come, the money will be only spent on you when you achieve something, then it will come to you.
No,
Messi,
so what
why
are you
so much
saying, that
money has
all
been
the
spent on Messi?
responsibility to rise up the rank is on the players itself? Do players have enough
Not on the players,
infrastructure? Do
no,
they have
not at all.
equipment? Do they have
Not at all.
help?
Not at all on the players. It is the responsibility, it is the governance responsibility, it is the responsibility of the All India Football Federation. They are in such a poor state of affairs.
Why?
We see
Why, sir?
See, you have to spend the entire night discussing
No, not
this.
at all. In a nutshell, you tell us, why is the All India Football Federation in shambles?
Because it is in bad hands. That's the reason. It's been managed by people who shouldn't be there. There should be a better set of people there. Because who are running the show at the moment? Mr. Kalyan Chaubey is the president and his executive committee. They are not capable of running the show, which has been proved in the last 3 years. So I don't want to say anything more than that. They are simply there. It is in shambles, and they have not found a sponsor for the ISL, Indian Super League, not for the I League, not for the I League 2, not for I League 3. Even now I hear even their Indian Women's League sponsors are going away. So there must be something wrong back there within the association or the federation, that people who were willing to pay till now
Kalyan Chaubey is the AIFF president. Why is he not voted out then, if he hasn't performed?
He has to be voted out. If you have to vote it out, you have to allow him to complete his 4-year term. He is a democratically elected president. He cannot be voted out like that.
So before him, the previous presidents and officials of the AIFF have performed better. Are you saying that just under Kalyan Chaubey's tenure, it has turned to its head?
Looking at Kalyan Chaubey's tenure, anyone who has served the AIFF since its inception in 1937 has done better. He's no benchmark, actually.
No, but
He's by far, in my opinion, is probably the worst president in the history of the AFF.
Dr. Shaji, would you want to come in on that? The sports journalist has declared him the worst president that AIFF has ever seen. And this is the lowest ranking for Indian football that we've ever seen. In your view, if there's a leadership change, the game will pick up?
No, absolutely. What I have to say is that I don't want to go to an individual, as such. But then, right now, the reputation, the credibility of the organization is at all-time low, and that has an impact. And that's where the brands stay away, and that's where the sponsorship is not happening, and that is where we could not. You know, we are struggling. Absolutely. So, therefore, definitely the governance is one of the weakest point right now. Yeah? I don't want to, name people, but then this is one of the lowest points. No doubt. We have never struggled. We have never struggled like this in all since 1937. Yeah, that's a fact, and that is where people who have the power should think uh, and support uh, the right thing to happen. And right thing to happen is you need to put the house in order. The governance has to be in the right hand, and that would encourage people to join hands. Yeah, and in any way, as Jaideep mentioned, there are sponsors who wants to come forward when if there is reputation is positive, yeah, and they don't want return, but they want to support the game. But right now, they are not encouraged to come forward and put the money, and that is the biggest problem for us, and that is all because there is reputationally we are at in a bad shape, yeah, and the perception is very poor.
You know,
And this is
when Messi came down, there was such hue and cry about him coming down, and and the way he was glorified. Sunil Chetri, our star player of Indian football, he does not get that kind of attention or glorification. Why do you believe, Sir Jaideep? Would you want to tell us? Our Indian players are not even glorified enough. Indian football players. Sunil Chetri is probably the one that is still known. The rest of them have not even made it.
See, what it happens when somebody comes to India who has captained a team to the World Cup winning trophy, and a captain of a team which is one for. I'm not undermining Sunil. I know Sunil from the age of 12. I know Sunil, so Sunil is very dear and near to me. But the thing is that Indian football is at 142. So we can no way and Messi is one of the all-time greatest players. Even after Pele and Maradona, I think he's the greatest player still is currently considered. So there is no comparison between Sunil and Messi. But I would also like to point out at the same breath, when Sunil retired from international football in Calcutta in last year, there was 70,000 people that night to watch the last match of Sunil Chetri. He received entire adult.
Yeah,
It's
he
not that
had
he's
all
not
the
popular, but
admiration, no
we
doubt.
can't.
Baichung Bhutia
We
also
can't.
one of the footballers that really,
Yeah,
caught the attention of the
yeah, yeah,
country.
yeah, yeah.
So
But we
just
can't compare him with Messi.
no,
That will
but
be.
see, we can have a Messi-like star in India if only we invested in the infrastructure, right? Like look at Virat Kohli. Look at the amount that is invested in Indian cricket. Virat Kohli right now is looked at as the top batsman in the world. You have Australian parents trying to show photographs and videos of Virat Kohli saying, look at that man, he is the top batsman in the world. That's the kind of honor that Virat Kohli holds, and the image that he has wherever he travels. So, we might, ghar ki murgi dal barabar. Virat is he is Indian, so we don't glorify him as much. But Virat is celebrated in countries like Australia.
Yeah, certainly it is. It is. It is. Only thing, cricket is played by a limited number of countries, so his fame has not really gone into. But football is a sport which is where FIFA membership itself is 210, which is, I think, more than the United Nations membership. So, because football is a much more accepted sports than
So
cricket
this is
all over the
exactly where
world.
we should
So,
be then. If India needs to shine, then this is the game that we should be part of. This is the game we should be acing. You know, much over.
yeah, but we also have our heroes. Like we have Neeraj Chopra. He's an Olympic champion in athletics, which is a huge sports all over the world. So we have our heroes,
No, I'm not
and
denying that. All I'm
yeah,
saying is when there is appetite for football, when you have states like
yeah.
West Bengal,
That's
Kolkata,
a that,
when you have
madam.
the Northeast who's crazy after football, when you have Kerala who people in Kerala don't even they're very disciplined with playing a game and then going to have their dinner, or playing a game and then going for breakfast. That's how committed they are to the local clubs there. Football is huge in states like Kerala, West Bengal, and few northeastern states. So when we have the appetite, why aren't we pushing for it? That's my only question.
Ma'am, the thing is that football by far is the most popular sport in the world, and every country wants to do well in it. You look at Senegal. In 90, 100 years of Olympic history, Senegal has won only one medal, a silver in some rowing or equestrian or somewhere they have won. But Senegal is a country, small country, poor country, but they excelled so much in football, they reached the quarterfinals of World Cup at one point of time. So the thing is that we see even the smallest of nation in the world, they want to excel in football. It's a very competitive sports. But of course, as you say, India can do it. If there is a
All
will,
right.
there is a
Give
way,
me
of
one
course.
solution.
Definitely.
How can India achieve a higher ranking? A quick solution how India can achieve a higher ranking.
I will rather tell Saji to talk about it because he is a top administrator. He should be able to
Dr.
tell better
Shaji,
than
a
me, I
final
think.
word from you before I wrap.
No, it's a very good question. We definitely have the potential to rise. And for that, we have to be very committed. We need committed people. We have to bring everyone together into one platform, and we can change the game. And our ranking can go up. The 2023 July, we were 99, and now 142. So that shows that we can definitely go up, provided we have the right approach, right strategy, and a teamwork. Because we have the talent, we have the players, yeah. And in 10 years, 12 years, definitely we can show to the world India is one of the biggest footballing nation
Okay.
in terms of performance, in terms of the quality of players, and we can definitely showcase to the world India can also play football. But that
All
to
right.
happen, we definitely need to work together as one team.
Thanks very much, Dr. Shaji and Mr. Jaydev Basu, for joining us with this much needed topic.